Hello again. I am back in my kitchen and I may have just bitten off more than what I can handle. Let me show you why. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Cece. My husband Kirk and I homestead in the big beautiful state of Montana. And this summer I did not do a garden, so I have been on the lookout for buying bulk produce, people having too much of something. And so I ended up getting my hands on, I believe it was about 5 or 10 pounds, I can't remember, of plums that a friend of mine had a connection and she got them for me. So that's the first project I got to handle, and let me show you what I found today. Sorry, the dryer's in the background because I'm here in the laundry room, but I found a bulk produce company that is local to central Montana through one of our Facebook community pages. And so sure enough, I went on there and I was able to buy 5 pounds of green beans, 10 pounds of red beets, 48 ears of corn, and 2 pounds of onions, which turned out to be like 3 big onions. So let me show you that because that is forcing me to get the plums done so I have room in my refrigerator. Okay, so this is obviously the red beets, the onions. This is a whole box of corn, and then I put the green beans in the refrigerator already, but this makes me very happy. And because that produce came off of farms, I want to get it canned up, froze up, whatever I'm gonna do with it as soon as possible. But that is forcing me to take care of the plums first. So what I am doing is I am just cutting them in half, taking the pit out, and putting them in Ziploc bags, because I read in one of my preserving books that you can make jam from frozen fruit. So this will save me a lot of time trying to make a jam right now. And jams normally require quite a bit of cooking, and so that's so much easier and better to do in the wintertime because you want to have a nice warm cozy kitchen anyways. So that is what I am working on now. All right, it's another day. Got the green beans done. Green beans are super easy to can. In fact, I might even have a video that I can show you what that looks like. Basically, you clean them, stick them in your jars, add some salt, add some hot water, and then just follow your directions on the canner. So I do 15 pounds of pressure for 25 minutes. I got about 10 more minutes left on it, and then I just turn everything off and let it all cool down. And so 5 pounds of green beans gave me 4 quarts and 1 pint. See if I can remember that if I ever order green beans again. So I'm gonna let the corn wait for another day. We tried some of the red beets last evening for supper and they were fantastic. All right, it is day 3 of trying to get all my produce preserved. So today, obviously, we're going to tackle corn. I'm curious, when you pull these off, you know, open it up, what do you call that? I always grew up calling it husking it, but like everybody out here calls it shucking it, I believe. So what do you call it? Do you call it husking? Do you call it shucking? Do you call it cleaning? Whatever else. And then this like silk, like, I don't know, I always called this like hair growing up. And so what do you call it? Because I remember as a kid, we would sit underneath the big maple tree and we would husk the corn and then pick the hair off. And I normally ended up being one of them that would pick the hair off because I was patient and I hated it, like any little tiny piece of hair in my corn. So I would be very meticulous at picking off every single piece. So just kind of curious what you guys call it. I'm going to set up outside and we're gonna get these all cleaned up. The kids are gonna help me. And then I am not going to can corn. I've tried that in the past and it just doesn't stay sealed very well. So I'm going to like blanch them and then cut the corn off the cob and then freeze it. So hopefully I'll be able to show you guys what that looks like as well. But for now, I am going to go round up my kiddos and we are going to clean a bunch of corn. Okay, so I stuck some in there and then of course my water quit boiling. So I'm a little unsure how long to leave them in, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and dig them out. It's been at least 5 minutes that they were in hot, hot water, so I think it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna let that come up to boil. Meanwhile, I'm sticking them in cold water. Ignore the dirty dishes. It's taken them quite a bit to cool down, so I think they were, you know, cooked. All right, just gonna wait till that kettle starts to boil again. We're close. Maybe I won't put as many in this time so the water can actually stay boiling. Okay, so this is taking much, much longer than I anticipated. It's probably taking an hour to like get all the boiling done. I have the last batch in there. It's probably because it's a small burner because my other front burner is not working. So it's probably due to a defective stove. But anyways, I am now going to start cutting them off. I'm gonna need to find a bucket to put the old ones in, and then just gonna scoop it into these containers and figure out a way. It always takes me a little bit to know how much pressure to put on, so I'm only cutting corn kernels and not into the cob, but yet not leaving any of the kernels on the cob. So kind of see here I got a little deep, here maybe I didn't get quite deep enough, but that's okay. It's okay, we'll keep working at it. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on it. I have about a half an hour until I need to start supper, so we'll see how far I can get, or we're gonna eat supper late tonight. Not only will I need a shower by tonight, the kitchen is going to need a major cleaning tomorrow till I'm all said and done. All right, I got it done. I am getting supper started. I went ahead and just did a real quick kind of cleanup. Tomorrow I'll have to do like a major cleanup because corn is just a mess. So last step I need to do is I'm gonna lay these all flat and label them. And find room for them in the freezer. So out of the food that I bought this week, I only have beets yet to do, but because they're a root vegetable, I'm not too concerned about those. Those will wait till next week. And then I think the last big project that I have to do is making tomato sauce, and my tomatoes are nowhere near ready yet, so I may end up buying bulk tomatoes, or I may just wait a little longer until mine are ready. I did buy a bunch of plain tomato sauce, so if my tomatoes don't produce very good, I'll just make what I can and then add the plain tomato sauce because I like to, you know, season my sauce a certain way. So I'm actually feeling really good about what we have stocked up for the winter without doing a garden this year. I am pretty happy with what we've got stored away for winter. September is Preparedness Month. So if you need a little extra help in that area, check out my profile. I have a link for freeze-dried foods. And just shop locally if you want to can and freeze fresh produce. Takes a little looking around, but ask around. So anyways, till next time, thanks for watching. Have a great day.